Friends, we are going to see a collection of stories which my mom, Santakumari, collected from Chandamama during the years of 1974 onwards. The first series among are the series of stories of world's famous books. Support us by subscribing our channel. Today we are going to relish the story of Macbeth by William Shakespeare. It was a foggy day. Through the desolate rocky heat of Scotland, two generals of King Duncan were returning home after defeating in a battle the enemy of their king. They were Macbeth and Banquo. Suddenly they saw three witches. These weird creatures hailed Macbeth as the Thane of Glamis, Thane of Cawdor, and King hereafter. So far as Banquo was concerned, they said that his descendants will be kings. Macbeth was already Thane of Glamis. Soon news reached him that the king had made him Thane of Cawdor. This inflamed in him the desire to become the king. And his ambitious wife, Lady Macbeth, did everything to strengthen this desire. Soon King Duncan became Macbeth's guest to honor him. The couple took advantage of the situation. The royal guest was murdered. His sons fled the land. Macbeth ascended the throne. Banquo was the only man who knew of the witch's prophecy. It was natural for him to suspect Macbeth of Duncan's murder. Macbeth invited him to a banquet. On his way to attend it, the noble lord was killed by murderers employed by Macbeth. But something unexpected happened. Banquo's ghost occupied a seat in the banquet and glared at Macbeth. Although others could not see the ghost, Macbeth saw it and got unnerved. His behavior gave out his guilt before the assembly of noblemen. Macbeth, a powerful noble, goes over to England and conspires with Duncan's sons to overthrow Macbeth. Angry over this, Macbeth gets Macduff's wife and children murdered. Haunted by a sense of insecurity, Macbeth seeks out the witches and desires to know his future. They show him some apparitions and warn him against Macduff. Then they assure him that none of woman born can harm him, and that he would be safe until Birnam Forest moved towards the high hills. Lady Macbeth goes mad under the terrible pressure of her own sin and ultimately dies. Alone, Macbeth hears about the invasion of his land by the English army. The advancing soldiers hide themselves under the branches broken from the Birnam Forest, and that gives the impression of the forest moving. Macbeth at last faces Macduff in the battle and is shocked to learn that Macduff was not born of a woman in the natural way but was from his mother's womb untimely ripped. Macbeth loses all hopes of survival, but he fights desperately till he is killed by Macduff, who avenges the murder of his wife and children. Macduff places Macbeth's head at the feet of Duncan's son Malcolm and proclaims Malcolm as King of Scotland. Macbeth is among the greatest tragedies of Shakespeare. Thanks for watching, friends. Support us by subscribing our channel. Thank you so much.